education and society. The social experiment. A more effective scheme than affirmative action has flown under the radar.
A more effective scheme than affirmative action has flown onto the radar.
Growing up in Morris Heights, a poor neighborhood in the Bronx where violence was omnipresent, Joel Cabrera thought his future would be either death or jail, because that's what the outcomes are here.
Growing up in Morris Heights, a poor neighborhood in the Bronx, where violence was omnipresent, Joel Cabrera thought his future would be either death or jail, because that's what the outcomes are here.
Middle school was like a juvenile detention facility.
Middle school was like a juvenile detention facility.
High school did not interest him enough to finish.
High school did not interest him enough to finish.
Had he stopped there, he would have faced a life on the edge of penury.
Had he stopped there, he would have faced a life on the edge of penury.
Among high school dropouts nationwide, average earnings are only $600 a week.
Among high school dropouts nationwide, average earnings are $600 a week.
To avoid that, Mr. Cabrera enrolled in courses offered at his local community college.
To avoid that, Mr. Cabrera enrolled in courses offered at his local community college.
There he came across a scheme called ASAP, Accelerated Study in Associate Programs, that sought to push pupils like him, city residents without family wealth or familiarity with universities, to complete 2-year degrees.
There he came across a scheme called ASAP, Accelerated Study in Associate Program, that sought to push pupils like him, city residents without family wealth or familiarity with universities, to finish 2-year degrees. To complete 2-year degrees.
ASAP is designed to address a simply stated problem.
ASAP is designed to address a simply stated problem.
Many low-income minority students enroll in college, but few finish.
Many low-income minority students enroll in college, but few finish.
Only 34% of black men finish their bachelor's degree within 6 years, compared with the average of black men in college, but few finish. Only 34% of black men finish their bachelor's degree within 6 years, compared with the average rate of 60%.
Only 34% of black men finish their bachelor's degree within 6 years, compared with the average rate of 60%.
Compared with the average rate of 60%. Those individual decisions to drop out collectively amount to society-wide stratification.
Those individual decisions to drop out collectively amount to society-wide stratification.
The racial gaps in earning college degrees have hardly budged since 1995.
The racial gaps in earning college degrees have hardly budged since 1995.
Simple as the problem may be to describe, the approach taken by ASAP is complicated.
Simple as the problem may be to describe, the approach taken by ASAP is complicated.
The approach taken by ASAP is complicated. Rather than target one thing that derails students, the program tries to tackle many at once.
Rather than target one thing that derails students, it tries to tackle many at once.
Pupils are given financial help, including money for textbooks and free metro cards to get around the city.
Pupils are given financial help, including money for textbooks and free metro cards to get around the city.
They must meet academic and career advisors several times a month.
They must meet academic and career advisors several times a month.
They are tracked by a data operation that detects pupils in precarious positions before they quit.
They are tracked by a data operation that detects students in precarious positions before they quit.
This worked for Mr. to a bachelor's degree, a few internships, and a series of good jobs after that.
This worked for Mr. Carrera, who continued to bachelor's degree, a few internships, and a series of good jobs after that.
He is not unusual.
He is not unusual.
Students in the ASAP program have a 3-year graduation rate of 53%, more than double the 25% rate in the rest of the City University of New York, or CUNY system, and close to triple the national average.
Students in the ASAP program have a 3-year graduation rate of 53%, more than double the 25% rate in the rest of the university. In the rest of the community college.
CUNY 6% rate in the rest of the City
University of New York, or CUNY system, and close to triple the national average.
University of New York, or CUNY system, and close to triple the national average. In 2015, when external researchers tested these impressive outcomes by randomly assigning students the gold standard for social science, they found effects of the same magnitude.
When external researchers tested this in 2015, when external researchers tested these impressive outcomes by randomly assigning students the gold standard for social science, they found effects of the same magnitude.
The greatest gains went to Black and Hispanic students, as well as those receiving Pell Grants, most of which go to students with annual family incomes of $20,000 a year or less.
The greatest gains went to Black and Hispanic students, as well as those qualifying for Pell Grants, as well as those receiving Pell Grants, most of which go to students with annual family incomes of $20,000 or less.
Pell Grants, most of which go to students with annual family incomes of $20,000 a year or less. Since then, the program has grown, and community college systems across the country are trying to replicate it.
Since then, the program has grown, and community college systems across the country are trying to replicate it.
In New York, the average cost of the additional supports amount to $3,500 per student.
In New York, the average cost of the additional supports amount to $3,500 per student.
But such schemes benefit college finances too by increasing their revenue. Schemes benefit college finances to $500 per student, but such schemes benefit college finances too by increasing their revenue.
But such schemes benefit college finances too by increasing their revenue.
Georgia State University's program to provide microgrants, which began in 2012, seemed to boost both graduation rates and university finances.
Georgia State University's program to provide microgrants, which began in 2012, seemed to boost both graduation rates and university finances.
That's actually a big driver of this completion movement, because enrollments are not going up.
That's actually a big driver of this completion movement because enrollments are not going up,
says Patrick Methvin of the Gates Foundation, which has funded research in the field.
Says Patrick Methvin of the Gates Foundation, which has funded research in the field.
The economics on this are going from nice to necessary.
The economics on this are going from nice to necessary.
They're not small. The cost also looks like a pittance compared with many ideas to alleviate small. This are going from nice to necessary. They're not small. The cost also looks like a pittance compared with many ideas to alleviate intergenerational poverty.
Though not small, the cost also looks like a pittance compared with many ideas to alleviate intergenerational poverty.
A child born poor who gets just a high school degree has a 50% chance of remaining in poverty as an adult. With a college degree, the chances decline to 17%.
A child born poor who gets just a high school degree has a 50% chance of remaining in poverty as an adult. The chances decline with a college degree. The chances decline to 17%.
More evidence is accumulating to show that the approach works beyond New York.
More evidence is accumulating to show that the approach works beyond New York.
Starting in 2015, 3 community colleges in Ohio imported the ASAP model, with some modifications, such as offering money for petrol rather than for the subway.
Starting in 2015, 3 community colleges in Ohio imported the ASAP model with some modifications, such as offering money for petrol rather than for the subway.
A randomized controlled trial by NDRC, a research outfit, found it nearly doubled the chances of completing degrees, 35% compared with 19% in the control group.
A randomized controlled trial by MDRC, a research outfit, found it nearly doubled the rate. Found it nearly double the chances of completing degrees compared with degrees, 35% compared with 19% in the control group.
The research outfit found it nearly doubled the chances of completing degrees, 35% compared with 19% in the control group. 2 community colleges in West Virginia are set to try the system next.
2 community colleges in West Virginia are set to try the system next.
We're quite pleased to see that the model has been attempted in other places, and the numbers tend to look good too, says Felix Matos Rodriguez, the Chancellor of the CUNY system.
We're quite pleased to see that the model has been attempted in other places, and the numbers tend to look good too, says Felix Matos Rodriguez, the Chancellor of the CUNY system.
Matos Rodriguez, the Chancellor of the CUNY system. Perhaps the strongest corroboration that the ingredients are indeed right comes from Chicago, where a similar program has improved the lot of students in the local community college system.
Perhaps the strongest corroboration that the ingredients are indeed right comes from Chicago, where a similar program has improved a lot of students in the local community college system.
1 Million Degrees, or OMD, a project started in 2012, provides tutoring, professional development, and cash grants to qualifying students. 80% of them Black and Hispanic, 90% qualifying for Pell Grants, and 60% first-generation students.
1 Million Degrees, or OMD, a project started in 2012, offers tutoring, professional development, and cash grants to qualifying students. 80% of them Black and Hispanic, 90% qualifying for Pell Grants, and 60% first-generation students.
It is similar to the New York program because if you really ask students what they need and observe what the challenges are, you arrive in a similar place, says Paige Ponder, the organization's CEO.
It is similar to the New York program because if you really ask students what they need and observe what the challenges are, you arrive in a similar place, says Paige Ponder of the organization's CEO.
Initial results of a randomized controlled trial conducted by the University of Chicago Poverty Lab of 4,000